In this example, we're going to review how you can create a shapefile or a feature class from a series of XY locations inside of an Excel file. As you can see here, we have a number of locations, XY coordinates, in this case UTM, locations that refer to schools in Salt Lake County, Utah. We'll start a new Arcmap document, click Add Data, and navigate to the folder where our Excel sheet is stored. You can see that ArcGIS 10 reads XLSX sheets. If you double click, you can see the number of tabs that are within each sheet. In this case, we'll be interested in our school locations. I'm going to go ahead and click Add. You can see here in our table of contents that our school location data has appeared. We can look at the attribute data and you can see that our XY locations are here, but we have no spatial data or spatial reference yet. We need to right click on that data, and you can see where we have a displayXY data command. If we select that, we have our displayXY data fields. We can input our X field, our Y field. Notice that it is auto-populated. You can change those if it had done it wrong. It has a Z field for an elevation, which we don't have. You can also choose the coordinate system which the data is displayed in. In this case, we'll go in and select a projected coordinate system in UTM, North American data of 1983, and we happen to be in zone 12. I'm going to hit OK, and you can see that the information is populated here in the description field. Again, I'll hit OK. It's going to give us a warning telling us that we don't have an object ID field. In this instance, that's OK. So we click OK. It's going to calculate the spatial extent and then display the XY values of all of our schools. If we look up here, now we have an event layer or event theme. It's not yet considered a spatial data layer such as a shapefile or a feature class. In order to make that a shapefile or a feature class, we need to right click on that event theme, come down to data, and export our data into a shapefile or into a geodatabase. We can choose to export all of our features. Go ahead and give it a name and a location. Notice our save as type can be a shapefile or a file or personal geodatabase in a feature class. We're going to go ahead and hit save and OK. And we'll go ahead and add that layer back to our data. At this point, I can go ahead and remove this data. You can see that we have our shapefile here. If we right click, we can look at our attribute table, we could go down to our properties, and we could change our symbology. Now that this data has been turned into a shapefile or a feature class, we can start performing spatial analysis on that data.